Women this Monday lunchtime. We're joining me, Andrea McLean, today are Sally Lindsay, Carol McGiffin, and for the first time in quite a while, Jane McDonald! Still to come, he's as flamboyant as ever. It's Louis Spence! But first, our first guest today has been a star of all screens, big and small, since she was just a child. In fact, this year she's celebrating 40 years in show business. She has starred in films including The Great Gatsby, Absolute Beginners, Lethal Weapon 2, as well as soaps such as Emmerdale and Holby, and also launched a pop career back in the 80s, adding some much-needed glamour this Monday lunchtime. Please welcome Patsy Kensit.
Thank you for having me. Happy New Year. I know it's a bit late, but...
Not at all, yes. Not at all. So how was it with Louis in the
Oh, I love Louis.
Keep you entertained?
He's fantastic. Yeah, no, he's absolutely gorgeous. And we were catching up.
And is that right? Would you not be tempted to have a go at, you know, Strictly Come Dancing on Ice?
I don't... Well, I mean, you saw me on Strictly. I could barely, you know, put one foot in front of the other. So I think on Blades it would be a disaster. No, not at all. But as I said, I think Louis is a wonderful addition to the panel.
So how was your Christmas and New Year?
I was doing pantomime, actually. So I just finished last Sunday, and that was, you know, it was lovely.
What did you play?
The Wicked Queen.
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Well, it was. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. With Barney Harwood, who's a lovely guy from a Blue Peter presenter, and so that was great. I did that, and you know, I'm back to being a mum now. School run, loving it all.
But I can't get over you playing a bad part because you've always had these angelic parts.
Well, you know,
did they cast you as that? Is it something they did to you, the Rotten Devils?
No, I wanted to. I did pantomime 7 years ago, and I was the genie, and it was a real challenge to play the baddie, and you know, and to get all the, you know, the kids booing and history. I loved it. Absolutely, it was a really great.
Did you get a first time though? Is it
playing a baddie?
In panto?
No, I did it 7 years ago, and then in fact I did it when I was 14. I played Cinderella when I was 14.
So you've been going for so long, haven't you?
I've worked every year
of my life
since I was 4. But you couldn't offend me in any way. No, I've been working forever.
She could.
But have you ever taken a break, like, you know, a proper break?
Yes, after I finished, I left Holby because I'd worked every year of my life since I was 4.
Wow.
But you know, it would be. I went to a convent, so I was at school, but normally in our business, it's like, you know, 3 months of intense work and then you have a break, or whatever. When I went into Emmerdale and then straight into Holby, that goes out the window. It's like, it's you know, you're there week in, week out, and it was wonderful. Though those 2 shows were just fantastic, and you know, changed my life really. It gave me a career in television here, which I was very lucky to have at my age. But once I left Holby, I just realised my eldest son was doing his A-levels, and he was a man, and it had gone like that. So my youngest is my oldest is 20 this year, my youngest is 13 this year.
Wow.
And I just, I had to have childcare because I was working, but I let my childcare go, and just been doing the school run and cooking. And you know, I have to work, but I want to be able to sort of work and have.
I've always thought of you, Patsy. You're such a grafter.
Yes.
You've always worked really hard, but you've been famous for so long. How have you kept sort of down to earth? Because you've always been such a lovely person when I've met you over the years. Right. No, but a really down to earth person who loves your kids and looks after them hands on. You know they have sugar in the tea, and there's a lot of people that don't in this business. It's true, you know. Even though I use childcare, but how have you done it? How have you maintained
I just think
that?
I've been very. Look, I've got to say, their dads are great. I've got, you know, they're both the boys' fathers are wonderful. I lost both my parents when I was young, so but my mum was fantastic, and I love my kids. They come first, and like I said, I work because I have to. I do love it, but I have to make a living also. You know.
Is it true as well that you've taken a lot of inspiration from your ex-mothers-in-law? Because of course
Peggy, yeah, and Jim's mum sadly passed away, Irene. But they're both really strong. You know, Scottish and a northern lady, and just, you know, raised boys. Both women had 3 boys, and I adore Peggy. I mean, I speak to her all the time, and she's wonderful. So,
how do you keep boys under control?
Have you got any tips for me?
Boys love their mums.
Do
they do. They love their. Oh, they love their mums. It's a big secret. You know, when I had my son, because my girlfriend had a little girl, and I really wanted a girl, and then I had my boy, and I was like, oh my God, it's brilliant. They just love their mums. And I went through my eldest. You know, as I said, when he was 13, he went through his teenage years, and I think it's Mother Nature's way of preparing you for them leaving home, because it's because it's
you don't like them.
Well, you just it's like they do change, and I mean, I kind of, you know, you have to bite your tongue and everything, but then they come back and he's just even more lovely than ever. And he's got a wonderful girlfriend. They're such a lovely couple, and my youngest, he's minutes away from. He still wants to do everything with me, but I know we're moments away from the door slamming and all that. But I've been through it.
But have you got a boyfriend?
No, I'm not. It's not. It's a good thing, actually. I'm not.
You're all right.
I'm not interested.
You're not getting married again, then?
Well, I mean, you know, no. I think I've exhausted that. That
but you would, though, because you're
Yeah.
an old romantic, really, aren't you? I mean, I'm not old. I mean, just you're a romantic.
I am old, though.
Yeah,
I'm 44 in March. I'm getting on. I'm a romantic, but I don't know. I wouldn't get married again. And I'm honestly, I think I owe it to my boys. I just want to focus on being the best mum that I can be, and you know, please God, you know, do interesting work.
Don't forget, Patsy, when they've gone, you'll be on your own, love. You need somebody to sit and, you know, say hello.
I've had a lot of love in my life. I don't know. I think, you know,
You're all right.
You can
I'm
think
all
about
right.
it later.
It's not, I don't think that a guy would get through the door with my two, actually, no, anyway.
Well, you touched on the fact that James obviously got a girlfriend. Would you do a Bob Geldof? Would you sit them down and say, right, you've got to get married and stick at it?
Well, no, I mean, I'm already a grandmother because my stepdaughters had twins, so Yasmin. So I love children and babies. So, and I do say to James and Millie, and she's such a lovely girl. I'm so happy for them both. I can't wait to be a grandmother, but not yet. You know, not yet. So they're really, you know, together couple, and he's worked. James works for. It's Liam's, his stepdad's clothing company. So he's just like amazed me. He's such a grafter, and I thought
he's got that from you.
Well, this is it. But I worried over the years because when I was doing Emmerdale, I was going up and down the M1, and I thought, you know, what were these boys? What's their experience going to have been? You know, growing up and. He's up, out the door, never says, Mum, well, can you phone and say I'm sick? Or, I mean, his work ethic is second to none. And he said to me, well, you know, I got it from seeing you go out.
That must be such a relief, though, because you do worry as a working mum. But when you're leading by example, and I think that's the best you can do as a parent.
I think all you can look at the end of the day with the question. I mean, I'm the last person that can talk about marriage. I've done it so many times and everything. I think fundamentally, it's just about love. And if you know you love your children. And you can have, if you are unfortunately separated from their dads, you can try and find that relationship, a good relationship, because it really is all about the kids, really. You know?
So what are you going to do when you... well, you will go back to work.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, I just only finished last Sunday.
I know.
It's
a long time for you.
Yeah, it is. You know, I'm very lucky. I do lots of voiceovers, so which is heaven, because it means I can do the school run, go, you know, nip into town and do that. I don't know. I mean, I'm open to... whatever. I mean, I have to say I love having my downtime, but, you know, I do need to work, so we'll see what comes along. Something always does.
Always.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. I love this show. Thank you. Welcome back, Jane. Thanks for having me.
Right. Now, Carey Mulligan has divulged in today's G2 that despite her nudity in the new film Shame, she actually found every aspect of the role daunting because her character is such an exhibitionist, such an extrovert. She said, I tend to clam up on camera, but this meant working with no inhibition. I mean, I don't wear a bikini on the beach. I walk around the house in pyjamas. I haven't seen myself naked in the mirror for probably a decade. I'm very prudish. So that's what Carey had to say about herself. But do you think it's unhealthy not to look at yourself in the mirror, or do you think it's a case of what you can't see can't hurt you?
Oh, yes, I agree. Oh, no. I totally agree with her, bless her soul. Covering so out of sight, out of mind. You know, it's true. If you can't see it...
It's not there.
Then it's not there. If you can't see your whole pat, then it won't upset you.
But you've got to keep an eye on it.
I've got a full mirror.
So you're going to say a full frontal mirror?
Yeah. Well, it is when I'm in it, you see. And I look at myself from the front and it's fine. And then I turn to the side and I think, oh, forget it.
Turn back round again.
Oh, the back.
What about Ed?
Oh, well, don't. The honeymoon's over. It's, you know, what is it about men? They just like being naked, don't they? I'm sorry, love. We're back on. No, he's got a thing about... I've had to stop having guests round, you know. I've even had to take the key off my mother, you know, because, you know, can you imagine my mother? You know, it's not good. You know, my brother pops round and he's just there with, you know...
Well, he just doesn't think about it.
No, but he's got a very good body. He's very tall, he's very lithe, he's very beautiful. And, you know...
You would think yourself lucky.
I know, he's got a right lovely peachy bum. And it's nice, it's nice. I don't mind seeing the back of him, it's just I'm worried about seeing the front of him coming towards me. You know, it's not a good thing. I'm always saying, put some clothes on,
I do have a good look in the mirror now and again. I just like to have a quick check just to make sure it's all still there, you know. And I've got these mirrors, they're positioned perfectly, so you can pull one door open and then the other one and you can see the behind.
Yeah.
Not in the wrong light, mind. If the sun's shining, absolutely not. Dim light in the room, and I think, actually, it's all right. So I don't mind. It's not that bad. But Mark, you say Ed walks around completely starkers the whole time. Mark doesn't. He's obsessed. All the time walks around the house in pants and socks.
Oh, I
Quite nice pants.
Lovely.
Quite, you know, his socks are all right.
Just
but
hang
he's
on.
got...
Oh, yeah, I've got it.
And he looks at himself in the mirror more than I do. He goes to the gym. Like, we didn't go over Christmas because we were away. He went back once. He'd been once, and he walks in, takes his top off, and stands there and goes, "What do you think?"
Hey.
After going once?
Yeah, after once. Yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But he's got this thing where he walks around. He still comes out of the bathroom with a towel wrapped round him.
Yeah.
But he still does the willy dance. You know what I mean? Where it floats, they go like that.
Hey!
Why do they do that? They always do it.
Just getting in.
This other thing he does, it just makes me laugh so much. He wears socks that got very slippery wooden floors. Always walks down the stairs, gets to the bottom of the stairs, runs and skids into the bathroom like that. You know, like kids do.
Yeah.
It's like, shh. So he looks at me as if I was about to say to him, "Oh, well done." In his pants and his socks, he's hilarious.
Well, in our bathroom, the cabinet, you know, we've got one of those mirrored bathroom cabinet things. It stops at about there, and I'm happy with that.
That's good.
Because by the time I leave the bathroom, I'm dressed. We do have a full-length mirror in the bedroom, but I only see myself once.
Yeah.
So from here up, I go, yes, all right. Shoulders still looking OK. Head's on the right way round, that'll do.
That's where I'm going wrong, especially since I had the babies. Well, there's a full-length mirror right next to the blooming shower, isn't there? So I have to pass it, and I'm like that. Especially in a shower cap. Beautiful.
You know what you could do? You could replace it with one of those ones you get in the fairground. You know, the ones that go like that make you look really skinny. Just replace it, then you'll just...
That's a good idea.
You know,
But, it's true what you're saying about boys, though. They are a little bit more...
Open.
Open, yes. Yeah. Free with their...
free.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Cells.
in our house in Manchester... we've...
Oh, do
My
tell.
mum's had to... I have to ask my mum to ring up now because it's been embarrassing on occasion with Steve, you know, in his dressing gown. That's all I'm saying. But yes, it's a bit like your house, really. We have to, you know, book an appointment now.
Yeah.
Because
well, it
everybody
doesn't do it up.
Well, no. Well, everybody up north just lets themselves in, or I am just bobbing round wherever.
That's right.
Steve's like, what do you all do that for? You know,
Yeah.
Cockney. You don't get it,
Is
you
it
see.
Steve Southern as well, then?
Yeah,
is it?
yeah.
Ah, you see,
You
it
get
must
it.
be these Southerners that come up and just strip off, don't they? That's not right.
Does he skid in his socks, though?
I'm sure he used to at one point.
Does he
I don't know.
skid in, like...
Steve? no. Practices his paradiddles in his socks. He's a drummer as well, isn't he? Yeah, but not skidding kid, no.
Yeah, well, he's 30 tomorrow, so maybe he'll stop it, yeah.
Oh,
He's growing up tomorrow, yeah.
Happy birthday. Get my little pair of Bart Simpson pants, kind of like that. Perfect. Don't have a cow, man. Right, still to come. Louis Spence will be shimmying his way.
Oh, look at this.
Work
now.
it.
Oh, look.
Work it. Into the studio. Back soon. Work it.